OKF episode number 10. But this is where consistency takes you.
And we're doing double digits now.
Double digits, baby. And this video is gonna be a bit close to our hearts. We're gonna be emotionally invested in this one. And this is the most vulnerable they're gonna see us, right?
Yes. Psych. You thought. Oh, you thought the audio, yeah. Psych, you thought.
Mutu to hear us. Character break boy.
So yeah, this video is pretty emotional and close to our heart because France did indeed save our life.
A big statement, and it did live up to the energy we're giving it right now.
Yep. So planning about this video was again pretty emotional too, because we had to go back to France and think about the things that really did save our lives.
And go back into the gallery.
Yep.
Maza aayo. It's been a year. Warm experience.
Yeah, and France was such a roller coaster of emotions and feelings indeed that we got a lot to learn, and we hope you can learn from what we are saying too.
That's what we're here for.
Uh,
This is a personal journey for us.
yep.
And
So
this video especially.
अस्ति हामी आमाहरूसँग डिनर जाँदा नि मैले भनेको थिएँ नि फ्रान्सको यस्तो राम्रो एक्सपिरियन्स हुने थाहा भएको भए म आमालाई लोन लिएर भयो नि पठाउनुहोस् भन्थेँ.
आमाले लुक्से देखे.
So yeah, like you know, France will always have a special place in our heart because that's the first, I know, abroad gएको country नै
First
त्यही हो नि त.
experience.
So yeah, we're like barely 21 years old, 4 months in France, alone, 3 of us. First international flight, first time
First
outside.
everything. First time living alone with the boys.
त्यही त.
हामी होस्टेल नै बसेको थिएन.
Too many first.
We have always been inside the compound of our parents. के तर त्यहाँ we were free to do anything. अनि that is where we knew we were good leaders भनेर पनि we found out taking things आफ्नो हातमा.
While yesterday I was brainstorming, I thought that was after we make it to when we have tons of cash, we'll definitely go back to our city, second home,
अनि
Lyonको John Jaurès, होइन?
John Jaurès 67th Avenue.
Location लेखिदिएको 67th Avenue, John Jaurès. त्यो the area we lived in has pretty special place in my heart.
The
These are
neighbors,
also,
neighbors.
the surrounding नै क्या, when we think about it, it's pretty emotional. हामी gym
फोटोजहरुमा हेर्दाखेरि नै त्यो पुरानो बिल्डिङ्सहरु नै
त्यो भित्र केही हुन्छ क्या त्यो हेर्दा चाहिँ.
नस्टैल्जिक त एकदमै भयो नि भिडियो बनाउँदाखेरि यो. The title of the video says France saved our lives हैन.
Which you may think is like we are over exaggerating or shit. But,
It did live up to it.
yeah, I wish we were over exaggerating. So yeah, France made us matured in many ways and indeed saved our lives too. Because so talking about when we were back in Nepal, so if we had a messy room and if the dishes were not done, like we could like me personally म चाहिँ दाइलाई ब्लेम गरिदिन्थेँ.
एक्सक्युजेस चाहिँ बनाइराखेकै हुन्थ्यो मजाले नै.
अनि यसले
म त झन् रुम 4 भयो भने नियोले हो, नियो इज माई डग, त्यसले घोप्टाएको त्यसले उ गरेको हो. आज म घर ढिला आएँ, लाइक केही न केही हुन्थ्यो.
Neo from Matrix. So, but in France, like we were just like 3 of us, 3 grown men, and we could not blame each other because we know कसले गरेको हो भनेर थाहा हुन्छ नि त. We could not blame each other.
अब खाना पाकेन भने इट वाज अस.
त्यही त.
लुगा चिसै छ भने इट वाज अस. लुगा भिजेर गनायो भने इट वाज अस. अब यस्तो हुन्थ्यो हाम्रो चाहिँ स्याटरडेज ग्रोसरिजहरू बन्द हुन्थ्यो. अनि इफ यु डिडन्ट ह्याभ स्टक घरमै पहिलेदेखि वी युज टु स्टे हङ्ग्री. इट वाज अन अस.
We had no one to blame, and that's what made us mature. And we were not even we're happily we're taking responsibilities, and France enhanced us in that responsibility लिने कुरामा चाहिँ.
आफ्नो ड्युटिजहरू हुन्थ्यो. अनि वी युज टु लभ द्याट, एन्ड आई युज टु लभ कुकिङ. उसले भाँडा हान्थ्यो मजाले मजाले रे होइन
Yeah, we took responsibility. सबैको responsibility आइमाईको responsibility लियो सब responsibility लियो तर yeah, our days used to go by fulfilling our responsibilities नै भन्दा पनि छ.
घर चलाउने एउटा वातावरणै थियो अनि वी युज टु डु द्याट मजाले नै अनि टेकिङ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी इज नट जस्ट अबाउट टेकिङ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी अफ थिङ्स अराउन्ड द हाउस लुगा धुने यताउति नट द्याट होइन नट द फुड नट द फ्यामिली नट द वर्क इट्स अबाउट टेकिङ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी अफ यर सेल्फ एज वेल
Yep, of your life too.
अनि द्याट्स वाट वी डिड किनभने यो सिम्पली द सम अफ यर चोइसेस यु मेक अनि इफ यु मेक गुड चोइसेस अहिले यु गन ह्याभ अ गुड लाइफ पछि अनि द्याट्स हामीलाई त्यो कुरा फ्रान्सले मजाले नै सिकायो क्या विथ स्मल थिङ्स अफ कोर्स अब कहिलेकाहीँ लुगा गनाउँथ्यो यु नो वाट आई मिन अब त्यस्तो कुराहरूले सिकायो अनि वी कम्प्रिहेन्डिङ इट राइट नाउ अनि फ्रान्स मेड अस द म्यान वेयर राइट नाउ
Yeah, France was a roller coaster and was a life-changing opportunity. And we are always grateful for that.
And it turned us from guys trying to improve to guys trying to help other people. So you know, you can feel the differences yourself.
Yep.
People who know us पहिलादेखि, you can see it.
Yep. And so, as you know, we live together. So responsibility एउटा ठाउँमा छ हैन. But you need to make adjustments too.
Life-मा yes.
In life पनि अब generally हाम्रो केसमा चाहिँ living together in an apartment, 3 of us, 3 boys, three different likes, 3 different dislikes in a single home हैन.
अनि a fact ऊ कान्छो छोरो निखिल म एक्लो छोरो. So you know we're pampered घरमा.
So the dynamics is like all over the place, right? So and in this moment like you need to hold your guard down because it's your brother indeed. You need to know when to hold your guard down in life generally पनि. In some places you don't need to hold your guard down, but in this case we needed to hold our guards down.
It was us, okay? It was not me, it was not him. It was us there.
Yep. And brotherhood also reflected through that. In life too, you need to know when to hold your guard down. You need to know when to speak less, when not to speak less.
You need to think about people around you. And आफ्नो अरूको लागि कम्प्रोमाइज गर्नु इज अ बिग थिङ. अब हामी घरमा त स्टबर्न हुन्थ्यो, हामीलाई चाहिएकै कुरा गर्थ्यो. लाइक वी टोल्ड यु वी ब्याड बिचेस होइन, वी फेल्ट लाइक इट भनेर. तर विथ बोइज वी वर अ फ्यामिली, नट ब्याडिज होइन, नथिङ रेबुलस.
Yep. अब समटाइम्स अब त्यो आफ्नो कम्फर्ट जोनमा जान खोज्दा कोही रिसाउँछ. हाम्रै केटा रिसाएको थियो तर रिसाए पनि वी केप्ट आवर काम. अब जे पाइ त्यो केही बोलेन, रिसाएर चुप्लाएर एक्लै बस्दिने. एन्ड समटाइम्स यु निड टु होल्ड यर गार्ड डाउन. इगोलाई अलि साइडमा राखेर चाहिँ कुरा गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ कहिलेकाहीँ.
एडजस्टमेन्टकै कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामी त एकदम लाइक क्लोज बन्ड, लुगा पनि सेयर गरेर लाउने, फाइनेन्सेस पनि सेयर गर्ने. अब वी हेभ डिफ्रेन्ट टेस्ट राइट. अब उसको मेरो निखिलको, तर वी निड टु थिङ्क अबाउट अस नि त, थिङ्क अबाउट द फाइनेन्सेस एज अ होल नि त.
यस, इट वाज नेभर यु मी त ऊ होइन, इट वाज अलवेज अस. सबलाई
चित्त बुझ्ने कुराहरू किन्थ्यो. अब ग्रोसरी गर्ने बेला मोस्टली अब कसैलाई के मनपर्छ कसैलाई के मन पर्दैन, हामी चाहिँ न्युट्रल कुराहरू नै किन्थ्यो क्या. वी युज टु एडजस्ट त्यसरी. अनि पछि टेस्टहरू चेन्ज हुँदै गयो, ऊ हुँदै गयो, एकअर्कासँग लाइकिङ बढ्दै गयो. त्यसपछि त इट वाज नट हिज मनी, माई मनी अर हिज मनी, निखिलको मनी, इट वाज आवर मनी एट द एन्ड. त्यस्तोसम्म बन्ड भइसकेको थियो. अनि वी लर्न हाउ फ्यामिलीज फङ्सन. मेन कुरा भनेको त हाउ यो ड्याड अनि मम रन्स द फ्यामिली. हामी मात्र थियो नि त. वी लर्न एभ्रिथिङ and that made us mature big way man. About the second big lesson that France taught us very well bhaneko chai being authentic, being true to yourself, and speaking the mind, speaking your mind, the mind, हैन.
You gotta speak your mind no matter how hard it is.
Ani first of all, being authentic is not being authentic with others, it's being authentic with yourself. What you want, what you are like भनेर बुझ्नु पर्यो. You need to have त्यो गाह्रो conversation with yourself. Because most people don't. They cope. म यस्तै हो नै भनेर बसिरहेको हुन्छ.
Yep. And please, I suggest you to not be that. You are not a pussy.
People will like me for what I am भनेर भन्छ. No. That's not how the whole world works. Be realistic. Be likable, be charming. तर त्यसको लागि you need to speak with yourself first. आफ्नो weakness, ऊ यताउति सब थाहा पाउनु पर्यो. त्यसपछि you can be confident, bold as we are. Because we are same inside and outside. That's how confidence is built.
Yep. We don't fake shit. So speaking our minds, there is this instance, gender studies for class. I think this is the perfect instance for this one. So
Indeed.
I want you all to imagine how our environment was in our gender studies class. There were like 3 boys, us 3 boys, and a few more boys, I know.
Faggots.
And gender studies, I know. They are talking about pushing the transgenders, LGBTQ,
क्लासमा एउटा हिजोडा नि थियो भने
that it's good to be gay, it's okay to be faggots भन्दै जस्तो कुरा गर्दै थियो. And we are obviously against that.
अब you can call us conservatives.
But we are.
But we are conservatives.
तर त्यो क्लासको इन्भाइरोमेन्ट चाहिँ त्यो टिचरले कस्तो सेट गरिदियो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीलाई चाहिँ अलि होच्याएको फिल भयो होइन. Because we're obviously lesser in number पनि.
She was anti-man के.
Not misogynistic but misandrist हो कि के भन्छ त्यस्तो.
Anti-man भनौँ न basically.
केटाको misogynistic भएपछि she was केटीको के.
अब she was fat, ugly, and of course men don't होइन. We understand the hate.
So yeah, like our class environment was like that पनि. And but it did not stop us from speaking.
And it did not wear us down. हामीलाई डल बनाएन त्यो कुराले.
It never stopped us from not speaking our minds पनि. And there's this one instance which I remember. अब हाम्रो के को presentation भइरहेको थियो अनि निखिलले चाहिँ यो भनेर यिनीहरू त अफेन्ड हुन्छ भनेको थियो अनि मैले.
हाम्रो असाइनमेन्टहरू सबै नै पुशिङ जेन्डर, क्लास सिलिङ, वुमेन किन राम्रो भन्ने मात्र हुन्थ्यो कि. अनि हाम्रो चाहिँ ओपिनियन खासमा के हो भन्दाखेरि त्यो क्लासमा मेन एन्ड वुमेन दे आर डिफरेन्ट बट दे कम्प्लिमेन्ट इच अदर पर्फेक्टली भन्दै थियो. अनि हाम्रो टिचरको ओपिनियन भनेको चाहिँ नो, वुमेन एन्ड मेन इक्वल, अझ वुमेन त झन् बेटरै हो जस्तो कुरा गर्थ्यो कि. अनि फक द्याट होइन.
So yeah, and another thing what speaking our mind did was that there are अब हामीले पछि बोल्दै अब हामीले we truly spoke our heart नि त. अनि त्यो बोल्दै जाँदा there are people who think like us जस्तो नि भयो होइन. There were some few girls who talked to us.
Girls and boys. अब we are speaking the obvious. Honestly, we are speaking the obvious त्यो बेलामा. अनि the class को environment was such, त्यो टिचरको अगेन्स्ट केरन जस्तो टिचर
ब्रेन वाश गरिदिएको क्या.
टिचरको अगेन्स्ट जाने नमान्ने के. अब असाइनमेन्टमा मार्क्स चाहिने, यो चाहिने, यताउति हुन्छ नि त. सो एजुकेसनमा सोसाइटल नर्म्सहरू छिराउन खोजिरहेको थियो कि. वी वर नट टेकिङ द्याट बुलशिट. ना, हामीले त वी आर स्पिकिङ आवर माइन्ड्स. अनि वी युज्ड टु स्ट्यान्ड हार्ड लाइक अ डिक ल त्यहाँ.
Pause. But later on we found out that there are people who think like us पनि. Who think like us and work like us. अनि उनीहरूसँग कुरा गर्दा चाहिँ हाम्रो नलेज अन द सब्जेक्ट अझै इन्हान्स भयो. अब एकजनाको ड्याड मिलिटरीमा थियो अनि सी डेफिनेटली विल नट टेक द्याट बुलशिट अभियसली
होइन. यसबाट लर्निङ्स चाहिँ के त. अब फर्स्ट अफ अल आई वान्ट यु टु इमेजिन द सिचुएसन देयर. क्लास, कोल्ड क्लासरुम, कोल्ड टिचर होइन. एभ्री वान वाज अगेन्स्ट अस. अनि अल आइज अन अस अझ त्यो क्लासरुममा त.
त्यही त हामी छिर्ने बित्तिकै लाइक वी युज टु गेट लाइक अट्याक्स के त इन्भिजिबल अट्याक्स के. अब हामीलाई थाहा हुन्थ्यो एनर्जीमा फिल हुन्थ्यो.
एनर्जी फिल हुन्थ्यो क्या. हामी तर क्लासमा छिर्ने बित्तिकै अब सम पिपल युज टु फिल अरा पनि के.
अरा
पुरै हामी त पुरै मजाले नै म्यास्कुलिन भएर म्यान स्प्रेड गरेर बस्थ्यो क्या. त्यस्तो खालको थियो. अनि क्लासमा एउटा कोल्ड वार भइसकेको थियो. द टिचर अनि द फ्यागट्स भर्सेस अस. अनि पिपल वेयर हाम्रो साइडमा तर दे डिडन्ट वान्ट टु स्ट्यान्ड आउट पनि पब्लिकली. अनि त्यो चाहिँ वी डोन्ट रेकमेन्ड एभर. बिकज यु निड टु स्पिक यर माइन्ड. यु डोन्ट lie to anyone. Because लाइफमा हाउ यु डु एनिथिङ इज हाउ यु डु एभ्रिथिङ. अब इफ यु lie to yourself, क्लासमा सानो कुरामा पनि लाइफमा यु गोना lie a lot. cope a lot. And that's not what we wanted to do. त्यसरी हामीले कम्प्रिहेन्ड गरेन त्यो बेलामा अनि वाट वी फेल्ट त्यो बेला भन्दा चाहिँ वी एक्चुअली मी अस होइन वी एक्चुअली फिल पावरफुल क्या त्यो सिचुएसनमा एकदम पावरफुल फिल भयो फरेन कन्ट्रीमा गएर ग्रुप अफ फरेनर्स
आउट नम्बर नै किन नहोस् होइन
एकदम आउट नम्बर्ड सबजना लेफ्ट विङ्ड होइन हामीलाई त झन् मतलबै थिएन हामी त वी युज टु गो अप देयर प्रेजेन्टेसनमा टपिकमा जे भए पनि हामी चाहिँ हाम्रो भ्युज चाहिँ दिन्थ्यो क्या अनि द्याट्स वाट वी डेड अनि द्याट्स वाट मेक्स अस अहिले यहाँ नेपाल आएर पनि वी पोलराइज अ लट होइन ट्रस्ट मी वी पोलराइज अ लट and that's what we want you to do.
So the things we talked about was pretty close, pretty emotional, and pretty raw pretty raw thoughts we talked about.
Not scripted.
We never script, and these are the only 20% like we are able to comprehend and speak, because the rest 80% is you need to go there, be there, feel your emotions, talk to yourself.
Yes, अनि हाम्रो भिडियोज हेरेर you just don't binge watch मलाई यो थाहा छ है म यो गर्न सक्छु है get on the floor and start dancing brother playing होइन having fun अनि हामीले जतिवटा कुराहरू नै गऱ्यौँ 3 of us एउटा तीनजनाको एउटा कन्सियसनेस भइसकेको थियो we acted त्यसरी नै तर नेपाल आएर when we sit down and think about it ए यो कुरा चाहिँ मैले यो भएर गरेको रहेछ है मेरो र थट चाहिँ यो बेलाको त्यो रहेछ है आई एम दिस पर्सन भनेर आफूलाई पनि चिन्न सजिलो भयो द्याट्स अ बिग थिङ
अनि so yesterday when we were brainstorming right एउटामा बसिरहेको थियौँ अनि आमा नि आयो कोठामा सुनिराख्नु भएको थियो कुराहरू अनि आमा चाहिँ पेसिमिस्टिक के अति नै हामी चाहिँ राम्रो राम्रो कुरा रहेछ आमाले चाहिँ पैसा बचाउन सिकेनस् भन्न टाइममा क्लास पुगेनस् भन्न भन्दै थियो
डिसिप्लिन छैन भन्न मैले नेवारीमा बुझिरहेको थिएँ कस्तो इमोसनले भने होला त
So yeah, that's true. But we have our flaws too. We are not trying to hide it. We have our flaws. We are improving. We learn every day. We become a better man every day.
And this is a journey for us and you.
Yep.
Together. And we want it to be like that.
Yep. And we will never be a complete man. I know. We will always learn, always evolve, always know our shit. And you need to admit that as a man too.
Yes.
You need to truly admit that as a man too, that you are a work in process.
Always building, always learning.
Yep.
Life is a learning process. Every day is a new experience. हिजोको कुरा आज काम लाग्न सक्छ तर it's not going to be the same. Adapt गर्न सिक्न पर्यो हामीले जसरी taking things in hand त्यस्तो खालको पर्सनालिटी हुनु पर्यो अनि अब we are at the end of this video. अब म के भन्न चाहन्छु भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ what we are trying to do is build more leaders like us.
Yep, leaders build more leaders.
अनि we want you to build more leaders as well. You get what I'm trying to say, right? The pyramid scheme हो क्या यो building leaders भनेको stand out, be bold, polarize, speak your mind, take things in charge, होइन take the responsibility and do it fully, heart and mind लगाएर. That's how you accomplish great things. And you teach people along the way, teach yourself, help your brothers out. That's what we did, and that's what we want you to do.
Yep, and we really hope you learn the things we say or talk about in this video, because that are the basic criteria for being a man. And we have a next video too, we'll talk about more on it. And
stop begging for sympathy.
Yeah.
Bye.
No one really cares about you.
Nobody, brother, nobody.
Yeah, as a man especially, you need to stop begging for sympathy. No one cares about you.
Only women and kids are taken
Able.
care of.
Yep.